I would say this is a good fight for Rapl right here, but honestly, Yoshi's got so many upgrades. Rapl swapping over to throwing Axeman, which is interesting. Preparing for that, the flaming weapons, honestly, despite Rapl being down by 2 armory upgrades, he's still taking pretty dadgum decent fight here. Einriar spawn coming in. This is a pretty dadgum decent fight for him, honestly. Throwing Axeman can just kind of sit in that little pocket. There's so much terrain and everything here. Okay, but by all means, Rapl still needs to be careful. He can't just fight this straight up. But that was still a pretty dadgum decent fight for Rapl, despite being down on the population and the armory upgrades as well, man. Crazy. What's happening, everybody? It has been a hot minute since we've casted games, for those of you watching live, hasn't it been? We are back in quarterfinal number 3, so we are on our way to the semifinals. The winner of this series between Rapl and Yoshi plays against Soup in the semifinals. So Soup is waiting patiently. Yes. Okay, we got Rapl here in the blue. He's playing Loki. Hello, surprise, surprise. We got Yoshi here in the red, bottom right-hand side of the map, playing Loki as well. So we have ourselves a Loki mirror, and not only do we have a Loki mirror, we have a fun little build order going on here from Yoshi-san. What is this? Already gets a dwarf out? Jeez. Toby. 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 I don't want that, buddy. Anyways, okay, so this style of map, you can see there's a lot of cows a lot of cows, there's a little bit of water, so it looks like this is kind of a watering hole style map a little bit. Not a lot of starting hunts, so maybe not. What's up, Alex? Yeah, well, I think we only have 2 starting deers for both guys, so maybe not like watering hole, actually. There's water like watering hole, but not the amount of hunt like watering hole.
Oh, Jesus.
This match is gonna be okay. Cows up on this top side. I'm just looking around Rapl's map to see if he just barely found that additional deer right there with the cow on that bottom side of his map. So he's gonna be not strapped for cash, but strapped for food, I guess. He's already on chicken, so pretty low hunt map here, eh? Finally on time, says gentleman. It's about time to be on time. Anyways, yeah, so very nice, very nice, and a little bit of some luck involved with the cow scouting, barely finding that one deer, and he finds a really nice patch. That's what, 8 deer right there, very nice. That's 1,200 food right there, if according to my calculations. Okay, forward gold mine. I don't know. Gold mine over on this left side, gold mine on the top side. So yeah, it is kind of watering hole-esque, but you know, without as much food. Let's go look at Yoshi's side. Yoshi's got cows coming out of his brains, dude. Yeah, there is a little bit of lag. I saw Yoshi yellow when we were launching into this game. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad though. Experience it too. Yeah, same. We can maybe everybody restart Boobly and PCs and everything after this. Anyways, Yoshi's got 11 cows, dude. Actually, check this out. Yoshi's going forward to forward Aurochs in the middle of the map. Oh, wait, what? Okay, check this out. Yoshi found his deer on this top side, and he's going for Aurochs in the middle of the map. Where is he dropping his temple? He even gets a wolf as well. That's nice. He drops his temple in his base. This is a little cheeky when you're in a Loki mirror to go so far forward like this. Are you kidding me? A little surprising, man. But he is on both hunt spots. Okay, both hunt spots. I wonder which one he's going to swap over to wood. Probably these guys swap over to wood after he finishes those deer. And then recalculate, etc. Cow scouting is skill, not luck. Indeed, Teresa. But he did. My point is that he just went click, 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 and this cow line of sight is so small that it barely saw the deer. So that was lucky, fortunate. Maybe not luck, but fortunate. It was fortunate. Anyway, speaking of luck, dude, check this out. 13 cows for Yoshi. 13 cows for Yoshi.
Yes.
Maybe we all restart PCs after this game. Or if it's bad enough, we can save, restart, rehost. Whatever they prefer to do. I closed all applications. I mean, most everything closed. Okay. We'll see. Anyways, I don't want to forget what I was mentioning here. 13, now 14 cows for Yoshi. 14 cows for Yoshi compared to Rapl, who has 4. He has 4. Now, by all means, there's one of these guys down here scouting. So let's just say 5. Still, 5 to 14 cows. That's almost triple. That's almost triple the food that Yoshi has inside his base. That's insane. On top of that, Yoshi is also getting food on the Aurochs forward. So that means that Rapl, after Rapple's done with his deer, he might have to bump over to his chickens and then onto cows afterward. Whereas Yoshi's, Ryoshi's got a couple of deer here. He has not touched his chickens and he has a bajillion more cows. So the food situation for Yoshi is just insanely better compared to Rapl. Gaia's Book of Knowledge, infantry does more damage to Titans. That's basically nothing. I forgot the... There we go. We got the age advancements and whatnot coming in. Resources, etc. on the top left. Got a couple of Hersier already out for Yoshi. He's not even advanced. He's already got a couple of Hersier out. Maybe gonna find a little bit of some damage here, but probably nothing too crazy since there's these classical age Hersier there. But he's looking, he's scouting around. Boys, no. Boys, you can over here. Now you can wrestle. I'm sure most of you guys are. No, it's not. There we go. That's usually not a problem, Ryuk. Excuse me. Did I miss something? Yoshi's got crazy resources, dude. Look at the food for Yoshi. 465 and 131 gold. Yoshi's gonna get stuck, dude. Check it out. Rapple's already walled on this bottom side, so Yoshi's just gonna get stuck, dude. He doesn't have the wood to get Hall of Thanes. Rapple's already getting Hall of Thanes, so his Herser are just straight up gonna be stuck unless he can sneak through right here. Rapl didn't finish that wall right there. Oh my god, he can sneak through. Oh my god, unbelievable. Rapl-san, Popo Malaka. Wow. Yoshi going for some turtle fast mythic stuff? I doubt it. I mean, it's Loki mirrors are too dynamic for a turtle, 58 population for Yoshi, only 50 for Rapl. The head in the population numbers. Another cow coming in for Rapl. Dude, he should seriously every cow that he can take. Rapl needs to get every cow that he can take seriously, because he's just so. See, he's already on eating one of his cows. Assuming this one comes back, he's gonna have a total of 6. And again, Yoshi is not even touching his cows yet, which means all of them are fattening and gaining more food. No problemo, man. He's gonna have food. In fact, speaking of Mythic Age, you guys, what's up, Saturn? Speaking of Mythic Age, he's probably going to be able to get Mythic off of the amount of food that he has, for crying out loud. It's crazy. He's a crazy. Has Rapl used his spy just yet? Rapl has used his spy, but I'm not sure where. On this little group of heroes right here. Okay. Mr. Kelptung. Arngrim Kelptung.
Ouch,
here.
that had to hurt.
Okay. Wow, Yoshi is Senpai Koti. The this is sick. Rapples gets a bill kill on the chickens. Unbelievable, dude. Tisk Yoshi. Tisk. There's a Herser right there. Mr. Slushtail gonna be able to finish off that Witchman bucket right there. The troll, so no problemo. But it did damage. Usually I don't know about usually, but very often in Loki mirrors, the free troll that you get when you H up through Versetti. Often it doesn't really do a whole lot. So if you can actually get a Vil kill from that, right on, Malaka. Okay, Yoshi just barely swapping over to his pigs right now. He's got 14, 15, 16. He ended up with 16 cows, man. That is so huge. Oh my god, Rapl. Hey, hers who are just scouting around. This is a pretty calm Loki mirror. Nah, maybe it's not in all sincerity. Very often you see Loki mirrors, they're kind of like kind of poking, prying, not doing anything too over-committal, you know, militarily wise, aggression wise. And then there's this huge cataclysmic just battle where there's a bunch of, you know, myth unit spawns and death and destruction and the end of the game. So maybe that's the type of Loki mirror we're gonna have here. I'm interested to see what the heroic advanced timings are gonna be. Yoshi's already dropping an armory. I like how Rappl's getting another longhouse after he gets another longhouse up for better production after he gets his Hall of Thanes upgrade. I like that. I like that. The question for Rapl here is A, when is he going to be able to advance? He's already dropping farms, for crying out loud. No armory up for him just yet. When is he going to be able to advance? He doesn't necessarily know that you know, Yoshi has so many cows. He doesn't necessarily know that. Yoshi already getting the copper mail upgrade. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Maybe going to be taking a fight here, so maybe we will see a little bit of a prolonged classical age here. Rapl decides to take the fight, but it's right underneath Yoshi's healing spring. Okay. Copper mail coming in. Yeah, there's no way that Rapl is going to predict that coming in, dude. Copper mail. Boom. So check it out. 31% hack armor compared to 20%. Oh my god, that's huge. Cow rating, exactly, Teresa. He should learn from, Rapl should learn from Illuminati. He should learn from Illuminati and go cow rating. Kill all the cows so they can stop fattening. See, dude, check it out. He still has, now, I know by all means, Yoshi is just busting through these cows with, you know, tons and tons and tons of villagers. Sure. So, you know, geez, that's crazy. He's running out of cows very fast, but still, 285. Like, there's still 285. There's going to be like 300 food left in a couple of these cows, while Rapl is still, or is already on full farms, man. Yoshi going for a forward town center. Interesting. Okay, so forward TC, copper mail, copper weapons coming in for Yoshi as well. This is definitely going to be a prolonged classical fight. Maybe Rapl, honestly, Rapl has stopped his production. He is, honestly, Rapl has good macro. He's macroed well here. Neither of these guys have lost any hers here, I don't think. So Rapple's real close to it, advancing first, which is interesting. I mean, Yoshi's got, that's 350 food right there, plus 450 from the food for the, paying for the town center. Yoshi could already, I think, be advancing right now, but it's actually Rapl who starts advancing. So by all means, Yoshi's going to have a little bit of a very small eco advantage, plus a little bit of a population advantage as well. These hers here are so much stronger with both of the copper upgrades, copper weapons, copper mail. Okay, we got a throwing axeman on the map, which is, I don't like. I think this is maybe a. I would say this is a good fight for Rapl right here, but honestly, Yoshi's got so many upgrades. Rapple's swapping over to throwing axeman, which is interesting. Preparing for that the flaming weapons, honestly, despite Rapl being down by 2 armory upgrades, he's still taking pretty dadgum decent fight here. Einriar spawn coming in. This is a pretty dadgum decent fight for him, honestly. Throwing axeman can just kind of sit in that little pocket. There's so much terrain and everything here. Okay, but by all means, Rapl still needs to be careful. He can't just fight this straight up. But that was still a pretty dadgum decent fight for Rapl, despite being down on the population and the armory upgrades as well, man. Crazy. Okay. Yoshi's up through Bragi. Yoshi just clicked up through Bragi himself, dude. Yoshi just clicked up through Bragi himself. It's hard to tell. I think Yoshi should probably back off. This is looking pretty decent for Rapl. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. I think Yoshi just lost so much army. I don't know if it was worthwhile, dude. I don't know if that was worthwhile, man. Those upgrades aren't worth it, says Naka. Heroic has the same effect on heroes. That's a very good point, Naka. Well, the same effect, I guess. When you advance through ages, the Herseer, they get an HP boost, is what Naka's talking about right there. They get an HP boost. So, you know, Yoshi got the stats boost, the armor and attack boost, whereas yeah, Rapl had the earlier percentage, the earlier HP percentage. Anyways, yeah, right now, dude. Yoshi, okay, here's the thing. I want to mention something. Remember when I said, oh, very nice, Rapl dropped an extra longhouse for production. Dude, check it out. Longhouse, temple. Yoshi may easily fall into the trap of not producing military buildings, production buildings. This can be a problem for certain gods that, you know, as you progress into the game, you definitely gotta make sure you spam military buildings. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your entire army, and boom, you're not gonna be able to replace it, man. What's up, Ragnaroks? Chef, what's up, dudes? See you. Bronze Mail is coming in for Yoshi, for crying out loud, dude. Check it out. Check out those upgrades, man. He's got crazy upgrades, but he doesn't have population, man. Rapple's up on 107 population, and Yoshi's at 83. 83. Dude, he needs buildings. He needs buildings. It doesn't look like he's anywhere near producing or building more military buildings. Rapl uses flaming weapons. What is Yoshi doing? Is he not even... He is producing, but again, it is only out of two buildings. Yoshi tries to use his flaming weapons himself. He's got 1,700 gold. He has 1,700 gold. Yoshi has 1,700 gold. And for some reason... Does he have a market he needs to sell? My God! Yoshi's ahead by 10 villagers, but he's gonna lose all of that right now. Sure, Frost Giant. Oh, dude, what is happening here? This is a huge opportunity for Rapl right here. This is a huge opportunity for Rapl. He evens up the population. He evens up the military or villager numbers, and he's ahead on population now. He's even gonna take the TC and steal his farms. What a blunder by Yoshi, dude. What a blunder by Yoshi. Staying in this fight a little bit too long, in my opinion. Not continuing the production. Now, dude, it's... Look. Can you guys see this very well? 65, 68, 70 population for Yoshi compared to full pop for Rapl. Yoshi's got 2,000 gold, for Christ's sake. Finally, he drops more military buildings. Jeez Louise, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 longhouses plus his temple. Okay, plus another longhouse back there. God, another market going up. He could, I don't know if he could necessarily buy his way up Mythic right now, but he is looking towards that, considering the fact he's got a decent number of farms. 12 farms ain't too shabby. How about irrigation? Boom, irrigation. We saw this with Redo. Redo? Yes, Redo against Chemo. That's right. That epic game. Chemo against Redo. The irrigation upgrade for the farms.
I'm so tilted.
Chill out, dude.
Yeah, Yoshi's going for the merc spam. That's why he's saving up all his gold. He's going for the merc spam. And once again, Rapl just clicked up through hell. Rapple's up through hell. So once again, he is so much earlier to the next age compared to Yoshi. Yoshi's trying to get a town center. He's losing dwarves. We got a lag spike, but, you know, nothing too crazy. Finally, Rapl going for copper mail. He has nothing so far. Copper mail, first armory upgrade coming in for Rapl. It's about dadgum time. Dude. Anyways, yeah, that irrigation upgrade is huge for your farms. Rapl doesn't quite have it. Ooh, but he did find the Kithra of Apollo. I missed that. So his villagers move a little bit faster. So by all means, Yoshi, here's the conundrum here. Yoshi's getting fortified town centers. Nice. He's getting another town center. Nice. He's still down on population though. He's ahead on military upgrades. Armory upgrades, but he's still down on population, and he's nowhere near going up Mythic anymore. He's nowhere near going up Mythic anymore. So Rapl, now by all, I guess maybe Nidhogg, go for some gold starve action with the Nidhogg. That's maybe a nice play for Rapl. You know, Nidhogg doesn't do a whole lot of damage against Herseer. I think potentially here, people, after, just so that for everybody watching live, I think it is likely there's some lag stutters here, so I think it's likely after this game, we'll request the boys and myself to all restart our machines just to make sure we try and alleviate any lag that is present. Another forward temple for Rapl, sick. Getting a TC, sick. Another longhouse, production building, sick. Yeah, Rapple's playing this. There's some, and boom. I told you, I tell you what. Nidhogg on the gold miners, by all means. There's gold miners over here. Okay, sure. Rapl knows about it. Gold miners over here. Okay. So Rapl can kind of juggle his dwarves back and forth to try and keep his... Did I say Rapl? No, Yoshi can juggle his dwarves back and forth. Okay, remember, Rapl is already up Mythic, and so his hers here have that extra, what is that, 10%? Extra 10% boost. Is it 10%? No, yes. HP boost on his Herseer. So remember, blue Herseer have more HP, red Herseer have more total actual armor and whatnot. Okay, so the town center actually goes down, which I guess is good for Yoshi, but he's down on population once again. Yoshi still is just finally clicked up hell. Finally clicks up through hell. Okay, trying to... What is this villager doing up here? What the hell? Why is there a villager on the other side of the map? Not anymore. Anyways, stops the town center from going up. Okay, that's something. Okay, that's something. Yoshi's going gorilla style, baby. Going gorilla style. Did he what? Hit the gold mine there? He found a little gold mine action, headed to this bottom side for gold, although Rapl, he just finished up his gold mine. So a couple of things I like from Rapl. I like that Rapl built his like production buildings progressively as he aged up. I like that better for Rapl. I like better for Yoshi how he's splitting his he's splitting up his gold miners though. I like that better for Yoshi. So both players kind of falling into some pitfalls. Both players, you know, having some good plays. If you could consider, if you catch my drift here. Okay, so a little bit of some damage. Town center going up for Rapl on the backside. Maybe going to finish up this front side TC. Front side. Going to be 4-2 TCs here pretty soon. Although we have hell coming in, dude. We got hell coming in. We got bronze mail coming in. So slowly, Rapple's catching up on the armory upgrades, dude. He's catching up on the armory upgrades. Oh boy. Oh really boy. I think we might have a Nidhogg spawn right here, folks, here in about 5 seconds. We'll see. And in fact, that could be catastrophic for that could be catastrophic for Rapl, honestly. Are we gonna see it? We're gonna see it. We see it. We're gonna see the burn. Are we gonna see the burn? We're gonna see the burn. Are we gonna see the burn? See the yeah. Rapl splits up his Witchman buckets. Boom! We see a burn with the Veil kill. Nidhogg's. Gonna see Nidhogg fight. We got the instant farm upgrade for Yoshi. Look at that. Flood control instantly coming in. Very nice, very nice. We got harassment from Yoshi on the top side. Harassment from Yoshi on the top side. The Valkyrie side. I don't know, whatever. Okay. Troll, Nidhogg fire. Or Nidhogg fight.
I'm gonna come.
Dude. Okay, so Yoshi...
Frank is gonna come.
Frank? Buddy? Dude. Rapple's doing a good job putting the pressure on the gold. In fact, both of these guys just going for the gold star. I don't even see any gold miners in all sincerity aside from that little brave man right there. So having said that, the total villager numbers are pretty equal, 43 to 47. But the big difference is that Rapl only has plow. Check it out. Rapl only has plow upgrade. So his food income is not near as good as Yoshi. Yoshi has the final farm upgrade. Okay. The numbers are looking good for Rapl, buddy. The numbers are looking real good for Rapl, dude. 82 population for Yoshi compared to 148 for Rapl. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Despite all of this, you know, all of these longhouse spam, all the longhouses there still, Yoshi just keeps taking worse fight after worse fight, dude. In this entire, basically, in this entire game, except for the big fight right here, the rest of the game, Rapple's been the one with more numbers. Yoshi just fighting on less numbers. He decides to rebuild his farm, which is that's a good move. That's a good move here. Want to save your farm. You definitely can't let that farm fall. Rapl needs some throwing axemen. I could see that, Teresa. I could definitely see that. Yes. I think yes and no. If he kind of clumps together his army, because this is a very chaotic game currently. So kind of lone throwing axemen could easily get picked off by myth units and Herseer and whatnot. But if Rapl clumps together an army like this with Nidhogg and myth units, you know, some fire giants and whatnot, yes, that could become a real strong army there, with some throwing axemen mixed in, honestly. Yeah, nice gold pressure here, dude. Nice gold pressure. Rapple's got longhouses on both sides of the gold. So who's going to get gold star first? Rapl is way ahead in population, so you would think that he should be able to gold starve, but you never know what in the world Yoshi's going to pull out of his hat. I've seen him pull a bowl of soup out of his hat one time. Speaking of that, so years ago, years ago, I've mentioned this before. Years ago, like movie theaters don't let you bring in outside food, right? But you know, back when people actually went to the movie theater, like me and my friends, we would just do it anyways, right? Go to the dollar store, get a bunch of candy and shit, and just do it anyways. My buddy snuck in a full pie into a movie theater one time. A full pie! And he has like this little plastic, and he just opens up his pie, and he's eating his pie during the movie. It was hilarious, or, you know, we thought so at the time. Speaking of hilarity, Rapl's probably laughing his ass off because Yoshi, yeah, he's just picking off more and more and more and more and more Herseer here, man. Barely was Yoshi able to get his Witchma buckets, his Herseer out from that that surround right there around the TC. Okay. I like the side builds for Rapl, just, you know, leaning into the chaos, baby. Leaning into the chaos. Can the Nidhogg's not attack each other? Of course they can, of course they can. You know, just trying to save them, I guess. I don't know. Let's check armory upgrades. Here are Yoshi's upgrades, okay? Copper, bronze. Here's Rapl's upgrades. They're basically the same armory upgrades. Basically the same. Yoshi's hanging in there, dude. He's hanging in there, but for how long? That's the big question. How is Rapl hanging in here, dude? He must be selling resources like crazy because he doesn't have any gold miners. He just has random random gold miners around, right? Wow. Okay. Let's see. Rapl's Nidhogg is still alive. Where's Yoshi's Nidhogg? Fire Giant protecting that gold mine. That's just beautiful. I'm going to keep my eye on the minimap to see if we can catch a burn if Rapl sends a bunch of vills up that way. Is the Nidhogg of... Boom. Bill picks. Sick. Sick, Rapl. Sick. Yeah, I want to find the Nidhogg real quick to see if the Nidhogg of... Yes, it is. Okay, Yoshi's Nidhogg is still alive. So both the Nidhoggs are still alive. Yoshi's hanging in here, dudes. He's down by 1,000 score. He's hitting the gold mine. Yoshi doesn't even... Okay, he does kind of... Does he know? It's hard to tell. He doesn't even know. Yoshi doesn't even see this, dude. So Rapl's... At this point in time, Rapl's up by, you know, 20, 30 villagers or so. 20? Yeah, 30 villagers. Just about. He's ahead on total population space, 180. Rapl's looking good here. He should be able to close this out after Rapl just gets control of this game. I think that's the main thing Rapl needs to do because it's chaos right now. He just needs to get control of this game and continue preventing gold income from Yoshi. He needs to get control of this game. What Yoshi is doing is kind of working, dude. He's just harassing, and he takes dadgum town center down, dude. Harass, and just sneak gold where you can, man. Where you can, man. Speaking of cans. Rapl still only on plow, dude. Rapl is still only on plow. So the total economy of Yoshi, I know his farmers are way better. Yeah, farms up at flood control. No wood upgrade for Yoshi. That would probably be nice. Get hand axe at the very least for crying out loud. Exactly, soup movie pie. Oh yeah. Movie pie. It was so funny when he bought a pie and he snuck in that pie into that movie theater. It was so funny, man. We would sneak like drinks and candy and stuff like that, you know. That's super easy to sneak into a movie theater, but a pie. So funny. Ooh. Okay, so once again, Rapl is way ahead on total population, and Yoshi is down. Rapl needs to just put the nail in the coffin, man. He needs to put the nail in the coffin. Yes, that's nice. Just give him the gold. For crying out loud, Rapl, just give him the gold. Get your big army, which is double the total population, and just waltz it into the base of Yoshi. Pick off all the houses, pick off the town center, stop him from farming. There you go. There you go. Stop the farming, and there you go. Right, Rapl? Rapl no trade. Yeah, trade. I didn't even think about that. Why did I not even think about that? Trade would be maybe a decent option. He would need to, you know, get the fire giant cleaned up, but trade would maybe be a decent option. Yeah, Yoshi can just continue harassing, but I don't know how long that's gonna last for, dude. How long can the harass last? How, whatever, yeah. Okay, Yoshi just calls it. Yoshi just calls it. So ultimately, just the harassment. Man, and, you know, that was keeping Yoshi in this game, but it was also just too much, man.
Billy Lotion _ is gonna come.
It was too much because, okay, what was too much is that Rapl was harassing back. Rapl was playing good defense in that he was handling all the harassment. So I think that Yoshi was, you know, able to take down this town center a couple times, for example. But ultimately, I think Yoshi was taking more losses, losing more army. He was losing more than he was doing damage. Let's check the KD. Wow. I'm not very correct. Maybe I am correct. I don't know. The total military count for for Yoshi was 15 units more, but the KD was basically exactly the same. Rackham PM. Rackham, isn't Rackham like a town over in UK? Anyways, thanks for the follow, dude. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, the total military count in KD, units lost, that's not quite as big of a difference as I thought it would be. Ikanis Lordy. And it was just the you know, the entire time Yoshi, you know, after that big fight, after that, Yoshi was just down on population, 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 and he could never get a solid foot back into the game.
Do not come, Saiyan.
Yes, Saturn. Well done. I'm not gonna forget to add 1 zip, update the scoreboard. So Rapl goes up 1 zip. We got, you know, it's a best of 5, so we have minimum 2 more games, which is nice. So hold on tight, people, hold on tight. But that was Yoshi made that into a nice game, man. He definitely forced Rapl to work hard for that win, that's for sure. Anyways, okay, I'll see you guys in game 2. Yes, let's go. Alrighty, what's up everybody? Welcome to game number 2. We are back on the exact same map. I told the players as long as they agree, there's no map repeats, it's part of the rules, but by all means, if they agree to play on the same map again, then I'm okay with the gentleman's agreement. So speaking of the gentleman, we have once again Rapl here in the blue. This time he's playing Odin, however. So he switches over to his main god, and we have Yoshi sticking with the Loki over up here in the right-hand side, top right-hand side, in the red once again. And yeah, he's sticking with Loki. So we have Loki against Odin here. And I can mention, everybody, Yoshi, unfortunately, has not found any starting hunt. So he is sitting here on chickens, which is a bummer for him. The reason I mention that is because Rapl-san has found a ginormous group of, oh my god, are you kidding me? Look at this, 3 plus fight, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 gazelles right here, plus 3 rhinos. Are you kidding me? So this is a pretty high hunt map, but unfortunately, Yoshi just hasn't found it. Finally, he finds his gazelles just barely out of his line of sight back here. Big time bummer for him. I mean, that's almost 2 minutes where he wasn't able to see, you know, to be on his actual hunt. So that's a big time bummer for Yoshi. He does have it. This is kind of decent, honestly. So look on this top side up here, right outside of his gold mine. He's got rhinos pretty darn close to his base. I mean, they're kind of out there and awkward, but by all means, that's not too bad of hunt in all sincerity. I don't know which is better, Yoshi's hunt placement or Rapl's. I mean, Rapl does see his earlier, but these rhinos are a bit more out there. Maybe gonna have to fight to secure those, but we'll see. We'll see what the advance times and everything are. Right. Okay. So, taking a look at Mr. Odin Boy here. Odin Boy. Bzz. Okay, he does have the forward gold mine. This could spell trouble for him. He's got the forward gold mine. He is protecting it with the temple. You know, there's kind of wood lines kind of helping to, you know, secure it, kind of cushion it, so to speak. So that is a potential pain point right here that Rapl needs to be a little bit careful of. But you know, this ain't his first rodeo. Of course, he's gonna do what he needs to do to secure that. But that is a pressure point. Having said that, the second gold mine for Rapl down here, which you just saw with the right on the edge of that fog of war right there, very nice, pretty good gold mine down there, pretty good gold mine, wallable if necessary, pretty decent gold mine. I think there's 2 drawbacks for Rapl on this map, and he does have a decent amount of pigs, which is nice, 11. The 2 drawbacks on this map: the forward starting gold mine, which could be sketchy, and also both of the town centers. Rapl's town centers are both forward as well. There's the first one, and then the second one is up on this side. So the forward town centers, if he doesn't get at least a little bit of map control, he's not going to be able to jump on to a second town center. We've seen him beat Loki plenty of times with a pretty early Ragnarok. So if Yoshi's able to get some map control and keep him off the town centers, the 1 TC Ragnarok, definitely not as strong. Definitely not as strong. Rapple's already 30, dude. Rapple's almost halfway up through. What? Rapple's almost all the way up through Freya. Dude, what? He's halfway up through Freya. Yoshi's not even advancing yet. Yoshi's getting more... What? He's getting out more dwarves? He's even getting out Ursier? Dude, what? Yoshi's getting out... He's the Loki player. Let's get our Loki intro. We didn't do any God intros last time. Dude, why Yoshi gets out? For Herseer are 80 food. That's 160 food that he paid for Herseer before he even started advancing. This is crazy, man. I think this is nuts. I think that's crazy. I think it's crazy. Matrius with the raid. Big old fat raid. Thank you, Matrius. Matrius, if you're listening, did you confirm 100% a time against Shadowfax? I know you guys are playing on Sunday, and I think Shadowfax and Matrius, whoever wins, they have confirmed to play against Redo afterward. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for the raid, man. The TCs are weird. The TCs are weird. Actually, the TCs are really weird. Before, okay, so real quick, we got Fursetti coming in for Yoshi. He's walling up. You can, that's going to help protect or give him a retreat spot for this Rhino, these Rhino guys right here if he needs to. But real quick, yeah, speaking of the town centers, here's a gold mine, which is really good. Here's Yoshi's back town center, I guess it is. Look on the mini-map. Look on the mini-map. Look where his other town center is. From his starting TC, way the hell down here. And there's this giant little Jotunheim-style wood line cutting off half of the map. Crazy, man. We've actually seen this map style quite a bit. Really weird. Anyways, so Rapple's already got, what, 2 longhouses? Yeah, he builds fairly defensively, throwing axemen and raiding cavalry coming out, and boom, he sees with Hugin, or is it Moonin? We're not sure. He sees the hunt, and he's running right over there to try and hit Yoshi. He actually goes for the back forest fire. I was just about to mention there's a lot of forest fire potential right here on retreat to get these hunters. Yoshi decides to just play defense. He advances later. He advances with more villagers, but he does advance later. Playing some defense here. He just wants to play defense and eat all of his rhinos, eh? No hunt, no need to advance a shadow. Fair point. He found the hunt eventually, dude. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I kind of thought that Rapl saving the forest fire for one of these little forest spots right here could be nice to take a good fight. Plus, if he uses forest fire right here, it would open up the gate right there and allow him to get into the base of Yoshi. Cheeky throwing axeman micro right there. Rapple's been playing some Age of Empires, eh? Okay, this is looking better for Rapl, man. This is looking better for Rapl. Sure, there's a troll. Sure, there's a troll. They could snipe those throwing axemen pretty dadgum well, but still, is there population space? Remember, if there's no population space, your Herseer cannot get myth unit spawns. A second ox cart out. Yoshi gets a second ox cart out just to make sure that those guys don't go idle. Fight coming in. Weird one. Those throwing axemen are untouched currently. Oh god. Anhayar spawned there. That's clutch. And really. Oh, actually, this is nice. This is nice. Yes. Rapl sees. Yoshi brings the villagers into the action. He pulls off. Very nice. Boom. Gets a vill pick anyway. Sick. Yeah, dude, this is what I'm talking about, man. If he still had Forest Fire, imagine how much more tricky. Boom, Bill pick. Imagine how much more tricky it would be for Yoshi. It would be so much more tricky right here for Yoshi to try and maneuver around this fight right here if there was still Forest Fire. In all sincerity. But ultimately, he takes 2 of those rhinos and he decides to just back off, okay? Backs off onto the pigs. He has 9 pigs. I know Rapl, we saw Rapl had 11 at the time. He's eating them now, okay, whatever. Rapple's on his rhinos as well. There's berries down here on the bottom side that he can scooch over to once he's done with the rhinos. Then he's got plenty of goats to work with. Did he maybe use his great hunt on the goats? I'm not sure. Maybe he did. Maybe he used it on the gazelles. I didn't see 100%. Should have paid attention to that. Whoops. Okay, a raid coming in here for Rapl-san. Do we have Hall of Thanes? We do not. Okay, we have a dead villager, though. Boom. That's 3 dead vills for Yoshi thus far. That's 3 dead vills for Yoshi, man. Oh my god. I can play Shadow Sunday right after me against Rapl. UCA Tourney. We played. Okay, sick. We play at 19, so that's maybe not good news for redo then. Matrews. Matrews, can you and Rapl play earlier by any chance? That's potentially a lot of tournament games we got to get through. The UCA tourney. Can the UCA tourney wait so that we can keep Fimbulwinter going? Redo's already been waiting for some time. We'll talk about it later. Hey. Okay, so what does Yoshi do right now? Yoshi gets Hall of Thanes. Yoshi gets Hall of Thanes coming in, which is good. But Rapl backs off completely. He just sends out his raiders to look for some eco damage. He takes a town center and he clicks up Scotty, dude. He's halfway up through Scotty. Sick. Real sick for Rapl. Real sick. 2 defensive trolls. That's not too shabby, honestly. That is a lot of RC, but you know, a couple of trolls. You have great track rating in Vubli, so. That's nice. Yeah, there's not enough army here for Yoshi to actually stop that TC from going in. This is looking real good for Rapl, man. This is looking real good for Rapl.
I'm gonna come.
Okay. Why?
Kenzimafi_ is gonna come.
Okay, there goes one of the trolls. Picks up the Valk and Ein in defense as well. Alrighty then. Gonna get some eco damage here potentially. Good defensive wall there for Rapl. Gets 1 bill pick. That's something, but he's still pretty dadgum behind. Oh, Yoshi. Oh my god, Yoshi. Oh, and the building block, he attempts it. Yeah, dude. It's a good thing. Those Hersier are all lubed up. They can slip right out of there with their Hall of Thanes boots on. Man. Really nice Scotty advance time for Rapl here. By all means, I like what Yoshi's doing here. He's going for the harassment with this little group of Hersier. He uses his free myth units to play some defense. I like what Yoshi's doing here, but he's just pretty dadgum behind, man. He's pretty dadgum behind. Rapple's even on this forward gold mine, which is really nice for him. He did end up getting the second TC up. Real nice for him. Yeah, nice, man. This is looking real good for Rapl. What can Yoshi do? Yoshi's going to click up Heroic himself here any moment. At least we're predicting so. There we go. Armory finally in. Dropping some farms. I like the transition. Okay. This is actually clever, man. This is clever. After Yoshi's done with the gold mine, instead of going straight to the other gold mine, he decides to mine some wood. Chop some wood, I guess? He decides to chop some wood. That will help him. It'll help him drop some farms if necessary. And then later, once he's got some gold in the bank, so he's just waiting a little bit to actually head on over there. Little skirmish coming in here for before Yoshi gets Heroic. He did just click up the Groggy, by the way. Before he gets Heroic, decides to take this little skirmish. I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's the problem. Rapple's been in Heroic for quite some time. Yoshi knows that he's on his second town center. There's the market coming in. Yeah. So honestly, Yoshi is pressed for time here. If he waits too long, then he's just gonna have a big fat rag in his face, man. He's gonna have a big fat rag in his face. Thank you for the follow, Dog. Hey, Baron. Dadgum, it's a family. Dadgum. Okay, anyway. Okay, yeah, just chasing after those little RC right there. No problemo. Rapl goes for a hill for it. Sure, Yoshi spied it, but still. This game is looking better and better for Rapl. He's got his other dwarves, his main chunk of dwarf eco, gold eco on this back gold mine. Sick, dude. He's also on the berries down here. Sick, dude. Okay, on this gold mine. Sick, dude. He's got this one wall, which is helping to secure the majority of his base, honestly. I don't know what Yoshi can do right here, dude. Okay. And here comes Baldur, dude. And here comes Baldur. So ultimately, it was actually Yoshi who actually ended up taking his Rhino at some point in time. But it's Yoshi who ended up losing the map control. Rapl getting the map control, putting the pressure onto Yoshi. That allows him to, you know, get the town center and get up Mythic with the 2TC Ragnarok. Like we were mentioning before. I didn't even. Oh my god. Look at this. Look. 52% tier. 53. I know there's some action kind of around the map, but I want to show you. Look, 60% tier for Yoshi. 60%. 46 for Baldur. So the tier is coming in seconds before Ragnarok for Rapl. That is clutch, dude. Because that means with the Fimbulwinter flaming weapons, that means Yoshi could maybe get the Fimbulwinter flaming weapons combination, preventing some frost bullshit, right? I don't know if Yoshi necessarily wants to do that because he doesn't have a very large army, but still, at the very least, he can maybe do some eco damage with the Fimbulwinter wolves before Rapl uses his Ragnarok, right? Right here, there's a lot of garrison potential here, so I think that should be safe. This should be safe. Here's the Fimbulwinter. Here's the Fimbulwinter. How many dead vills? We got 52 vills for Rapl, 52 vills. Nice timing by Yoshi. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, dude. There's the Baldur. There's the Baldur. Yeah, he saves most of his villagers here on the gold mine, which is sick. He saves the dwarf. He's down on this bottom side, which is sick. He sneaks his town center, which is a cheeky little thing to do. Cheeky little thing. Okay, so Rapl's lost a couple of vills, but I don't think it's enough, dude. Excuse me, I don't think it's enough, man. I don't think it's enough. He saved flaming weapons, so there's still some flaming weapons potential, by all means. Ouch, that had to hurt. Sorry, Tease. I gotta... Yeah, since I restarted my PC, I need to redo some of my little sound effects thingies. We'll do it in a second. Anyways, I mean, 52 villagers. Rapl's right back on 52 villagers, so no problemo, man. No problemo. Now it's Frost against flaming weapons, baby. Frost against flaming weapons. And the Ragnarok, of course.
I'm so tilted.
Chill out,
what does he do?
dude.
Dude, Rapple's on 3 TCs and he's chilling, man. He's on 3 TCs and he's chilling. He's got a heavy throwing axeman. Yeah, I hate to say it, but Yoshi is toast, man. Yoshi, you didn't hear Machi say relax. Machi say relax. I'm sorry. I forgot that I needed to log in and everything with the... Yeah, we should be good on that. It might work now. I apologize about that. It was because I restarted my PC. Yeah, at this point in time, what can Yoshi do, man? What can Yoshi do? I don't know, man. I don't know. He's going for throwing axemen. He's going for medium infantry. He's going for throwing axemen. Okay, sure. But, you know, Rapl doesn't even need to use Ragnarok if he doesn't want to. He decides to use it now. And he jumps up at 253 population. Yeah, I guess you don't necessarily want to use it too early, too late. Kind of give Yoshi an opportunity to fortify his base, I guess. He's on 3 town centers. He's chilling, man. He's chilling. Here we go. Yeah, it's a best of 5 and I don't even know if Rapl needed the Ragnarok in all sincerity, but he's gonna go for it, man. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna try and hold. Let's see if he can. A hillport's coming up. He's got the tower upgrade. They're walled up. Sure, okay. Flaming weapons. I mean, okay,
I'm
sure.
gonna come.
Okay. We got the frost though.
Lucario is gonna come.
Dude, yeah, Lucario definitely likes that rag play here, and Yoshi just calls it attack. Man, Machi say relax.
Macy says relax. Happy now, Kenzie Baba. Lamau.
Yeah. Tease with the you know, the little hack there. Yeah, GG to Rapl, man. GG to Rapl. Honestly, the fact that Yoshi advanced late, I think it was a result. It had to have been a result of he found his hunt back here, the gazelles. He found the gazelles late, right? He found the gazelles late. He still could have advanced at a decent time, but he found the gazelles late. He decided to advance late after that. And despite that, he still got, took some damage here, got kicked off of the rhino. Rapl had nice macro. His eco was untouched for the majority of the game. He had a good number of pigs as well to back up on. Boom. He does a little bit of damage where he needs to. He doesn't take a bad fight. That's very important. Rapl did not take a bad fight. Remember what I was saying here. Once Yoshi tried to engage with the villagers to take the fight, that's when Rapl backed off. That was a very mature move to make, in my opinion. Rappl's a little mikraki, so I'm not saying Rapple's mature. That's just completely ridiculous. But that was a mature move to that was a mature move to do, to notice that the villagers are coming in, back off. Once the villagers go back, he re-engages. I think that was a mature move, man. And so bravo by Rapl, really bravo by Rapl. Anyways, yeah, we've seen it so many times. Loki's not able to do any damage against Odin. Odin's able to get, the second town center and jump up Rag. Boom. Wham bam, thank you, man. Rag is, Rag for the win. Okay. Well played to Yoshi. Well played to Yoshi. He tried to make the best of the situation, but that was I'm not going to say flawless play by Rapl, because there's no such thing as flawless play, but that was essentially, I don't think Rapl really made a mistake there. I really don't think Rapl made a mistake there, so jeez. Really well done, man. Really well done. Okay, let's go into game 3, people. Game 3. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome once again. Welcome once again to Mega Random. These guys are just trolling at this point in time. Look at this. What in the world, man? What in the world? These guys are just trolling at this point in time. We have, once again, competitive Mega Random map as our map pick for Yoshi. We have Rapl in the blue. He sticks with Odin. He sticks with Odin. He wants to just, finish things off, with not with style, what's the word I'm looking for, in a solid manner, I guess. I don't know. And Yoshi sticking with Loki. So Loki against Odin once again. Let's look at the maps here. Let's look at the maps. You have to pick Mega. Anyway, so 4 starting boars for both of the players. Rapl just used his Great Hunt. He's Odin. He gets a couple of extra goats. He also gets 1, 2, 3, 4. He also gets 2 extra boars, 2 extra goats. Really sick. Boom. Spy on the villagers right there. Nice. Okay. So actually, since we're looking at Rapple's base, let's just continue looking. So he's got tons. I mean, that's 5, 6. What's the word? 6 safe boars inside of his base, which is incredible. Couple of sheep that we already saw. Chickens on the backside. Little group of caribou on the backside. Not too shabby. He sees a little patch of... Wait, does Rapl see this, or was it Yoshi that saw this? I think Yoshi maybe is the one who saw this. I don't know if Rapl sees this gold mine. I think he maybe does right now. Yeah, I think Rapl maybe sees that gold mine right now, which is nice. Speaking of gold mines, here's his starting gold mine. So it's on the backside of this little forest right here. This is like... Dude, I think Rapl has a pretty nice map, honestly. He's a pretty nice map. Okay, sure, he has a forward gold mine, but it's behind this huge tree line. Okay, sure, it's... you mainly only have Hunt in your base, but still, with Great Hunt, he has a whole bunch of boars. That gold mine over there ain't too shabby as well. I don't think this is too bad of a map for Rapl, honestly. I think this is going to be pretty tough once again for Yoshi, honestly. I think it's going to be tough once again. He drops the super defensive temple here. Super defensive temple. What do we need to do to make Maiden wear 1 more jacket? Well, I only have one awesome 80s jacket, so... Anyways... Hey, what's up, Rob? How's it going, Rob? Yeah. Anyways, okay, so Yoshi dropping the very defensive, passive. Since it's Loki, I'm gonna call him passive. Very passive temple here. And check it out. So this map, for those of you who know, if you know, you know. This is like a Borderlands mixed with a Oasis. type of a map, right? With not very much hunt. So there's this big log of wood, of trees right in the middle of the map separating the two guys. So I don't know, man. I think by all means, once again, it's gonna be up to Yoshi to do damage and make the win happen. And Rapl just needs to do the exact same thing that he's been doing for the past, you know, how many games? Just don't take a bad fight, go Ragnarok, and there you go. Blanket of Emperor Zoe, buildings more resistant to siege weapons. That's probably not going to make much of a difference here. Flagstone of Boon, walls and gates are cheaper. Sure, not a high priority, but you know, if you have Herser in the vicinity, sure, why not? Okay, so we got Freya coming in for Rapl. Once again, Rapl is up way faster than... In fact, he's like 30 seconds, almost 30 seconds faster to the classical age compared to Yoshi, man. It's crazy. He's completely crazy. Completely crazy. Very crazy. What's he gonna do? Drops a longhouse. Maybe a second longhouse. Maybe, maybe not. How defensively is he gonna play here? It's very nice for Yoshi, actually, that, you know, he found this caribou over here. There's a little group of 3 back behind him as well. The same thing with Rapl. I didn't mention this, but we already mentioned this caribou on this side, but there's also a little group on the back side as well. So pretty nice for Rapl. Pretty nice for Rapl. Okay. Pretty chill game so far. Pretty chill game. This is good, in my opinion. This is just good for Odin. This is just good for Odin. He has the eco advantage because of the hunt bonus, plus the great hunt, the hunt and great hunt bonus. This is just, you know, yeah. The building HP relic is very nice when you have 5 battle boars marching into your base. Exactly, but this is not that relic though. This is buildings are more resistant to siege weapons. So I guess if battle boars do, what's it called, crush damage. Does a mountain giant with a special attack, does that do crush damage? I don't know. Rapl going for some raiding cavalry. Is that what he's got coming out of his longhouses? Looks like it. Double raiding cavalry. Man, cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. This is peculiar Loki play here, but I mean, what else do you do? Seriously, what else do you do if you're Loki? Rush, maybe? You can play aggressively, but with the big tree line in the middle, it's tough to get your Herser over there quickly because they're so dadgum slow. You know that, you know, Rapple's gonna have that little bit of a food bonus by all means. I don't know. It's a tough, by all means, it's a tough game for the Loki player. But let's see what he can do. By all means, you know, let's see what he can do. Sending some Herser out. No Hall of Thanes just yet. He's got the resources for it. The favor in the wood. No resources for it just yet. Nice reaction time from Yoshi right there. Yeah, gonna be a nice raid here. Definitely gonna be a nice raid, especially with Forest Fire potential coming in, eh? There are some defensive units, but they're out of position, man. Definitely out of position. Without Valkyrie, he could do a lot of damage, honestly. For the Vills, is he going to get a Vill pick? Maybe not going to get a Vill pick, but by all means, maybe going to get a Vill pick. Okay, trying to save that Herser, Mr. Mammoth Blade. Oops, nope. Forest Fire potentially, Forest Fire potentially. Yoshi's getting some counter damage here, but dude, Rapple's playing defense. Rapple's playing defense, kind of like what I said in game number 1. You know, Yoshi can try to do damage and harass and everything. Actually, that's a sick little Vill pick right there. He can try to do damage and harass and whatnot, but if you just lose all of your raiders that you're fighting with, is it worthwhile? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Gets another Vill pick. Unbelievable. Ooh, Valkyrie. Lost Valkyrie. So that's a couple of Vill picks here for Rapl. Yoshi gets one himself. Okay, sure. Little retribution. Forest Fire. Not a fan of that Forest Fire. The villagers were chopping that wood, that tree right there, so definitely not a fan of that Forest Fire there. Come on, Rapl. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Biden agrees. Still no Hall of Thanes, dude. Are you kidding me? Still no Hall of Thanes? I don't know what Yoshi's doing here, man. I don't know what Yoshi's doing. I don't know what Yoshi's doing. He's not getting Hall of Thanes. He's going for a second town center. He's not getting Hall of Thanes. He's going to lose another villager here, probably. He hasn't really been able to do any pressure against Rapl's economy, aside from this little bit up here, and he ended up losing 2 Hersier himself. I don't know what. I don't know. This is a little bit weird, man. This is weird. Rapl can just freely... Oh! Rapl maybe forgot about how... Well, yeah, he's at 105 population. He should fix that eventually, but still, that could... I don't think that's going to cause a problem. He should probably realize his unfinished house sooner rather than later, but you never know if he's busy doing other stuff and he never gets near that population limit until a big fight. That could actually cause him a problem, honestly. That could definitely cause him a problem. Ryuk says Yoshi just makes walls and he's fine. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe because Rappl's staying on 1 TC. He's up through Scotty right now. So Rappl's staying on 1 TC. But the eco play with Loki, it's not like that's a really, you know, awesome way to go. Getting a 3rd town center up even, which is kind of funny. He's got this killer gold mine back here, which is really nice. But all the other gold mines for Yoshi aren't very good. Like there's this guy up over here, and then that guy down there. It's kind of tucked away from his town center, really open. Kind of awkward. There's plenty of potential here for Yoshi. Maybe the eco play is the way to go, man. Maybe the eco play is the way to go, but that does mean that you also give Rapl eco play as well. Second TC coming in, Scotty already coming in, walling up his little TC right there. I don't know. Really casual, passive game here. It's a really passive game, although Rapl has been able to find quite a lot of villager picks with just that small group of army. Rapl's playing really well, man. Again, just not taking bad fights from what I've seen. He's not taking bad fights. He's able to get, with the couple of units that he does have, he's actually gotten... I mean, I don't even know, like, I haven't been counting or keeping track. He's got like 4 or 5 villager picks. Maybe not 5, I don't know, 3, 4 villager picks, something like that. I don't know, man. Forward longhouses, temple. That's bad news for Yoshi's gold mine. Where are the ravens, Rapl-san? Yeah, with just a couple of Herser, dude, he's able to do so much, or sorry, a couple of unupgraded raiding cavalry. He's able to do so much damage. No Hall of Thanes, still no Hall of Thanes, so Yoshi truly is just going full investment into eco. I don't know if he can get it to work, dude. I don't know if he can get it to work. This is a strong enough little situation here. Rapl can maybe push on that. Yeah, he can maybe just push on that town center. And then any little bit of eco advantage that Yoshi has, it's gonna go down the drain. Look how slow these Hersier are, dude. Oh man, they just get punished by that town center. Yeah. TC down. Another Frost Giant coming in. Rapl already got the Rhyme upgrade, so the upgraded Giant. That's really sick. This could do something. Yoshi could do something here if he maybe gets a myth unit spawn, but no. Not able to get a myth unit spawn. Down a couple of houses. Down a couple of houses. Down a TC. Dude. You know, I guess you gotta respect that, you know, Yoshi doesn't feel confident enough to put on the pressure against Rapl, so he tries to go for the eco approach instead. You gotta respect the attempt at, you know, kind of being a little bit creative and switching things up. Apple's just not allowing any foot into this game for Yoshi. Aside from, you know, allowing him to boom, but he already took out a town center. Already took out a town center, so, you know, he's already interrupting the boom of Yoshi. He's got the second TC himself. It's not like Yoshi's that far ahead in villagers. More raiding cavalry coming in here. Dude, I think it's a mistake to not get Hall of Thanes. His Herser are so slow. There's no eco advantage for Loki aside from the cheaper Ox cars. There's no eco advantage here. So he's just gonna get completely out ecoed. Because he can't defend with his Herser, he can't do damage with his Herser. And the hunt and the Great Hunt for Rapl is just, you know, it's just, yeah, he's I mean, sure, Yoshi's up through Bragi right now. He just clicked up through Bragi. But still, Rapple's able to get Winter Harvest. He's on 3 town centers. Stole Yoshi's town center. Yoshi, buddy, I don't think this is gonna happen, man. You never know what he can pull off, man. You really never know what he can pull off. But Rapl is just on point, man. Rapl is just on point. What is that, Hill Fort? Yeah, Hill Fort coming in up on that forward TC. Buddy. Still no Hall of Thanes, man. Still no Hall of Thanes. I don't know. Third town center and coming for Yoshi. This could, you know, just create some awkwardness for Rapl. If we're eventually on 3 and 3 town centers. But still, if he had Hall of Thanes right now, he could have been doing so much more with this group, with the other groups of little Hersier. We saw that soup against Rapl in the first game of the tournament. I think it was technically the second one, but it was the first one I watched. You know, Soup played defense with the Loki. Rapl goes for the aggression, not able to pull it off, and then eventually Hall of Thanes Hersier. He leaves his eco open, and the Hall of Thanes Hersier. Finally, Hall of Thanes coming in. There we go. And but Baldur's coming in. Too little, too late, dude. You know, I've mentioned this before, but Rapl did say, I'll mention it again.
You're my hero!
Almost
Sick,
a year less than 3.
Sick, dude. Maybe we'll make the Fimbulwinter finals on your anniversary, dude. Although maybe not, that's 2 months down the road. We're talking 2 weeks, so maybe not, sorry. But yeah, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. J-Touch almost with the full year anniversary. Yoshi's getting some damage here, but dude, he's losing his Hersier, man. He's losing his Hersier. Check it out. Yoshi just clicked up through tier. What? Flaming weapons? He just loses his army right here. He's got this little side raid, and he has like a flaming weapons raid? Okay, so he is up through tier. Rapple's almost done with Baldur, but I don't think Rapple's in a rush to use Ragnarok. So it's possible he could kind of just lazily wait to use it, and the Fimbulwinter could come in. But there's 3 town centers. There's 3 fortified town centers for Rapl. He could just handle the Ragnarok and still not even need to use, or handle the Fimbulwinter. And okay, he decides to use it, and boom, just like that, I think Yoshi's toast here, man. 300 population for Rapl, fortified town centers, 3 fortified town centers. Fimbulwinter comes in, 30 seconds too late. Man. He's just not, Rapl is just not giving Yoshi any room to, get into these games and snag a win. He was close, man. He was close. Yoshi, I would say Yoshi kind of shot himself in the foot in game number 1. That was his closest opportunity, was game number 1. Almost a year less than 3. Didn't notice that, it's funny. Anyways, yeah, he's, so by all means, Rapple's on fire, but he's not, he's not flawless, but man. How did he find this? How did Rapl find these villagers over here, dude? How did he find these villagers? Oh, they probably escaped from the town center. He probably found them eventually. Rapl uses he uses his frost, so the flaming weapons just did nothing. And Yoshi just, boom, taps out 3-zip. With the green, well played. This wasn't the best Yoshi game I've seen. Well, you know what, Flo? I agree with you, but you gotta respect that, you know, after third time's the charm, I suppose you could say. You know, he tries something, game 1, it was the Loki mirror, okay. Game 2, he tries he's not screwed over, but, you know, he goes a little bit more eco. He's going more eco-focused here, man. I don't think that... I don't know. I mean, he tries something different in game number 3 here. Like I said before, he doesn't, maybe because of the big trees in the middle, he doesn't feel like he can put on effective pressure here with low food and you know, the trees kind of force him to either build forward and maybe rush, or just build really defensive, and then it's going to be awkward to get, you know, all the way around that and then go try and find some damage instead of just a straight shot, you know. Anyway, so he went for it, you know, he wasn't able to get it, but he went for it. You gotta respect, you know, going for his execution. Again, not getting the Hall of Thanes. I don't think that was the play. Waiting to get Hall of Thanes for so long. I think he maybe could have complicated the game for Rapl if he got Hall of Thanes a lot earlier. This wasn't Yoshi, says Lordy. Yeah, it didn't really feel like Yoshi did it. It didn't really feel like Yoshi. And actually, Lordy, I kind of think the same thing when Rapl and Yoshi played in the groups in the Swiss stage, man. It didn't feel like Yoshi. Yoshi had a really great series against Soup, for example. Yoshi beat Soup 2-0, right? And then he played against, so it must have been round 5, and then he played against Rapl, and then now he's playing against Rapl again, so I guess it's just a bummer for Yoshi. Maybe Rapple's style just not really playing into, or really not really, kind of like what I've said, he doesn't really open the door or leave the door open for counterplay, or rather if he does, it's a small little space in the door, gap in the door, and you really got to take advantage of your little opportunities. Otherwise, you know, he's not going to give you very many. Rapple's just been playing super solid, and you know, the one thing I can say that I started to say earlier is that, well, let's finish looking at the post game real quick. Yeah, not a really crazy kill-death ratio. The Ragnarok really kind of skews the KD, but not a really crazy KD, honestly. But ultimately, you know, with the Loki player with the negative KD, that's not, and the Ragnarok coming in, it's not a good sign, obviously. Despite the 3 TC play, it took a long time for Yoshi to actually jump above Rapl in the eco play. So here's kind of what I'm thinking is that, you know, the whole time, you gotta, if you go for the town centers, okay, sure, but you still gotta have your Hall of Thanes first here, running around and trying to complicate things, get random Vil picks. In fact, it's almost like Rapl played that style, whereas that Yoshi should have played, right? Like all of these random little picks here, picks on the chickens, picks on the, you know, pick on the gold, pick on the food that was back here, pick on the wood line, pick on the chickens, you know. He just had couple of Vil picks. Yoshi had the slow Hall of Thanes, just kind of stomping around. Sometimes it's just playing style where someone gets in bad. Exactly, Cinderella. But anyways, you'd think that Loki would be doing that, putting the pressure on Rapl, getting a random Vil pick here, random Vil pick there, random Vil pick here, aging up at a good time, the 1 TC play, probably an early Nidhogg, stuff like that. It's kind of what you expected a little bit more, but he wasn't ultimately able to pull it off. I think that Yoshi tried to do that in game number 1, but his hunt, or sorry, game number 2, but his hunt placement kind of fucked that up a little bit. His scouting. Anyways, yeah, it was just really well played by Rapl, man. Really well played by Rapl. He really didn't give Yoshi that opportunity, and bam. So yes, to finish off my thought, you know, a while back, Rapl said that he's not happy with his Fimbulwinter performances, and he's definitely going for first place. He's going for the top dog, the top crown, the throne. Let's see if he can usurp it from Shadowfax. You know, I've talked to Count a lot in the past about, you know, predictions and player performance and, you know, yada yada yo. Rapl, he lost the first series of the tournament to Soup, but since then it seems like he's kind of buckled down a little bit. And you know, the past several matches that he's played, I don't want to say flawless because I don't think he's playing flawlessly. He's definitely, you know, making plenty of mistakes like you saw in that Loki mirror the first game, right? But by all means, he's not really making mistakes. He's not really making all too many mistakes, right? I think that's huge. I think that's really huge. So if you don't make a mistake, that means your opponent cannot capitalize on a mistake, which is pretty darn crucial, especially in these really, you know, dynamic Norse wars. Anyways, so, you know, Matrews up at 5-zip. He plays against Shadowfax this Sunday. He's up at 5-zip. He's looking, you know, pretty darn strong, but he's lost games as well. So if we end up getting a Rapl against Matrews final or even bronze match or, you know, whatever, that would be very interesting to see if Matrews, as one of the top players, it'll be interesting to see if he would be able to get some, you know, some big time serious damage on Rapl. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, just really well done, man. Really well done. Really well done. Rapl takes it 3-zip, and that means Rapl plays against either Rapl plays against Soup. Rapl plays against Soup next in the semifinals. Let me pull up the bracket and I'll update it